Yo, morning guys, hope everyone's feeling good today. Just pulled up to the legendary Kona Skatepark. For anyone that doesn't know, Kona is the oldest operating skate park in the world. And I've been hearing about this place for many, many years, so it's cool to finally make it. Also, going to be doing a book signing and documentary premiere here on January 24th. So that's not this Friday, next Friday. And I'm pumped. I mean, what better place to have a premiere in Florida than Kona Skatepark? So I'm stoked, but yeah, just got here, so let's check this place out.
Hey,
What's up? How's it going?
Chad, I'm Martin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, man. Welcome
go.
to Kona.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you, man.
So are you the owner? I'm sorry about
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I run the park. I took it over. I'm second generation.
Yeah.
I've been here since I was like 8 years old.
Really?
And then, yeah. And so then I took it over in '95 when my dad passed, and just kind of wasn't like any grand plan or anything. It just was kind of good timing. I just gotten out of college and was actually moving to California, in process of moving to California for skateboarding, because I skated for GNS.
Okay.
And so, but then I was like, came back just kind of see what was up. And the skateboarding was dead in '95, so it was more like, I guess we'll just kind of hold on to it and see what happens. And,
Yeah.
And then just kind of
Made it through. Wow.
Yeah, I made it through. Yeah.
Awesome.
But heck, I mean, you created a pretty rad story for yourself, you know,
Thanks.
with everything you're doing. I haven't watched the documentary.
Yeah.
Is it out there for public
Not yet.
viewing? Okay, I
No,
didn't
yeah.
think
So these
okay.
are like exclusive early
All right.
viewings, and
Yeah,
we'll probably
yeah.
release it in the summer.
Here's the shop and like the little back green room area for the bands, and then if you
Nice.
look up, there's a bunch of like old boards.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
And like we just pushed the counters back and used this as like a VIP area for Hall of Fame members and inductees, and had some food, some other stuff set up back here during the event. So depending on how big it is or whatever, like this would be. I mean, you could do some meet and greet stuff back here, or you could go for your signings and stuff. Like actually, after you're done up there, you know, walk through, come back here, and have like a comfortable spot, or maybe you can get it closer over there. I mean, the first ever drop in on a skateboard. Okay, you know what I'm talking about? Just okay, you know that story?
Right. No, I don't think so. No.
I mean, there's a point where no one's ever put the tail of their board out and said, "All right, I'm just gonna go straight from the top." Right?
Yeah.
I mean, because things are happening quick. I mean,
Of
even when
course.
all the Dogtown guys are skating the pools, if you notice all those old videos, they're just pushing from the shallow, and it never happened, right? So the first time anyone ever decided, okay, I'm gonna go for it, okay, it was right here.
Really?
Yeah, in 1978, right here. Okay. On that.
And you have what, like video, photo?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
proof, or
Yeah.
what?
Full whole. Yeah.
Really?
It's accept. Yeah. Everyone knows it. Like Stacy Peralta was here. You know, it was a 1978 7-Eleven. You know, Kona Pros. One of the first. It was the first time all of the West Coast pros came across to the East Coast to compete against the East Coast guys. So it was like this pinnacle. Like, oh, you know, the East Coast. Everyone been going out to California to compete because there's no place on the East Coast to compete. And then right when Kona got built, they're like, all right, we got it. And so they all came out for this big 7-Eleven thing. So this guy, Mitch Kaufman, who's I'm good friends with, he's up here. He was just up here all weekend. You know, he had been skating some backyard pools with him and Jimmy Plumer, and they kind of figured out, like, holy shit, you know, you can actually we can pull this off. And so Mitch was like, man, I think I'm gonna do. So anyway, dude, in the middle of the contest,
He does it on that?
yeah,
That's
the
the
first
first
time,
drop in?
the first drop in skateboarding
insane.
ever
What?
was on that. Like
That's you almost can't even believe that.
No, it is, but it is like no. If you go to our website, there's a couple little videos that were produced by. It's called Spots. They're produced by Tony Hawk's little side project company he's got on YouTube. But it kind of tells that story and a couple others and everything.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And so, were they doing it a little bit beforehand?
No,
Didn't really
no one. No, for first, like we do not know if this is possible. Okay, I was just in the biggest pool I know, which is only like 8 foot deep, but but it had like 2 foot of vert, and so we pulled it on that.
Oh my!
So let me just let me see.
That's really cool.
But yeah, that's how it goes. But that's a cool.
Oh my god! I wouldn't drop in on that today. That's crazy.
I mean,
Invented on that.
the first ever vert ramp competition happened here. We pretty much built the first ever functional competition vert ramp.
On that ramp right there? Or no?
In that same spot.
Same spot.
That was to replace it because it got old, because no one knew how to build stuff, so they fall apart pretty quick.
Yeah.
So it got old, and then we're trying to make it out of concrete, and then that's about the best it came out, and so it's, it's pretty challenging.
Yeah.
But it was in that same spot. But yeah, stuff like that is kind of cool. I mean,
yeah, that's really
the
cool.
mega ramp, Danny Way, the
yeah,
mega ramp?
Yeah.
All right, so this is where the mega ramp came from.
From here?
Mm-hmm. So in '91 was big NSA vert contest, and it's not on that vert ramp, but a similar one. But all the pros, you have to think there were no skate parks in the '90s, like zero. Everything was just backyard ramps. So, and the last time there were skate parks was like into the '70s, and so the skill set wasn't anything compared to what's going on in the '90s, because everyone now you realize all this crap's like, holy crap, we can go overhead, the equipment's better.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the first time all that skill set and all those skills came back into a skate park environment with bowls and this and that. So for the first time, like, holy shit, we can actually jump from here to there. We can do all these, this is all new again. They're thinking, man, if those other parks are there. And so Danny's looking at it and going, huh. So for the first time, it had never been done before, he dropped in off that vert ramp and kicked off the side and came down the middle and then came right next to the tombstone over and landed in the snake. I mean, like 8 feet, but he said that was his inspiration for all that stuff, because he's just like, man, never, kind of start from a high up quarter pipe, a big runway, and big launch, and cover a gap, because again, no one had been like doing gaps or going straight to see how far you could go. We're just on a vert ramp, just going up and down.
Yeah,
seeing what's
where else
possible.
are you going to get the opportunity to do a huge fly out at that time? You know what I mean? That big.
And so if you look at the old Turn the Other Cheek video, real obscure video, but it shows a big session from that time where, it's Hawk, Soy, Cat, every legend there is, and then all the newer guys too, like Omar and Buck and that whole Chris Miller and that whole deal, Tom Boyle. They're doing the gap from here to the freestyle. They're doing that gap. They're crazy tombstone sessions, stuff that's never been done even since then. So yeah, it's just a bunch of cool
so much
stories
history
from those guys. Yeah, and that was at a time where no one cared about skateboarding back then, dude. It was just our own little, like little club, I guess, or whatever. This is your first time here, right?
First time.
All right, welcome to Kona.
Thank you.
There's 4 original areas of the park: the freestyle, the bowl, the snake, and on the back, just called the J Run. But yeah, like we just did slalom racing as a part of the event on Saturday, so this is like the wires for the timer system with that, and like the green dots are where the cones were.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
And this is our pool. We did all the Bull Riders Cup events down here, and we're bringing Bull Riders Cup back this April.
Oh, nice.
And so we're gonna do like a little, kind of like a festival environment, and then do an invitational of all the like past champions and rippers from bull riders over the years. 25-year-old vert ramp, and so we're gonna actually move it instead of restore it. We're gonna move it behind the other ramps over here.
Is that easy to move? I feel like wouldn't it almost be close to as much as a new ramp?
Well, I got to do something with it. I'm not keeping it there, and so when we're trying to in the transition pieces, I built it, so I know exactly what it is. So I feel like all the trannies we'll be able to use, which would save a ton of time.
Yeah.
And the rest of it I'd want to rebuild. I'd probably do new flat bottom and new decks.
Wait, you built that ramp?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, well, I built pretty much everything out here.
Wow.
Yeah, I was.
And
we were DIYing it before there was ever a DIY thing, because there's no one that knew how to do that crap. It's like when I think it was progressing so fast. It's like right when we bought the park, all the skaters are like, we need a half pipe, because everyone was trying to figure out, because the full pipes were the thing, and so half pipe is full pipe right in half, and so so that was the first thing. Was like, all right, and that's actually building one of those was what bankrupted the park the second time, because they built this huge, like 20-foot, half pipe, kind of mimicking what they were seeing in all the magazines, which were the huge, 20 and 30-foot pipes out in the desert, and the thing was just not skatable. And so when my family bought it, the first thing we built a freaking half. How stupid is that, right? I mean, think about, oh, the other half pipe bankrupt the place, but you're going to go ahead and build one. It's going to be great. But it was a lot smaller, and it worked. And like guys like McGill, competed on that little half pipe. And a few, I'm trying to think of it, and that was when Rodney Mullen was coming up here and doing all the freestyle stuff as well, because he was right in Gainesville. But that kind of started it off, and we're just trying to figure out. I mean, I can remember going to Master Carpenters, and because we were trying to learn how to build bowl corners and stuff. And so he's like, well, wait a minute, what do you put on the surface? Oh, just plywood. How do you bend it? I'm like, I don't know, we just push it, we just bend it. What? You don't have to soak it in water? You can't do that. I mean, we were told 110% of the time that can't be done. I mean, that right there, I was told that can't be done. Yeah. Oh, the way you want to build it, this is that. I mean, there's no X. If you notice, there's no X bracing it or anything like that. I was trying, but anyway, but engineers didn't understand the concept of building things out of wood that's round.
Right.
It just was beyond their thing.
So when you go to build something like that, you didn't have like any sort of blueprint at all, or like you just
not at all. That one, like, I don't even think I think the only thing I drew was the layout for the footers, because I had to show that to the concrete guys.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd already been building the ramps and repairing all the original ones. And this is the actually the third ramp in this spot. And so, and the other two I built as well. So by the time I got to the third one, I already kind of knew. I'm like, all right, this is exactly how I want to go at it.
So how long has this one been here?
It's been here since 1999. And if you walk up on that hill and look right down the lip, they're absolutely perfectly straight at the top still. It's built like a puzzle. It's all individual pieces. Okay, very cool. Hey,
awesome,
super nice to meet you.
Great talking to you.
All right, if you need anything, just hit me up, all right?
All right, cool. All right, that was awesome. Shout out to Martin giving me the history of Kona. I had no idea about a lot of that stuff, so it was really cool to hear about. Yeah, and it's even more of an honor than I thought it was to be able to do the documentary premiere there, so I'm stoked. I think there's a park near here on the water, so I'm gonna try to find that and get some skating in. Couldn't help myself. Back at Artist Walk Skate Park. I feel like yesterday I didn't really get to skate it, as much as I'd like to, all the different parts of it, and yeah, it's just too sick, so let's get another session in. What's up? How's it going?
It's good.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you
What's
as
your
well.
name?
I'm Sean.
Sean, Chad, nice to meet you. Is you local?
No, I'm from New Hampshire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm doing pretty much the same thing you're doing. I'm just doing it more long term.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, I've been
living on the road?
Yeah, I've been living on the road for almost a year now. It'll be a year in February.
Damn. And do you sleep in the car every night?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, my back's feeling it. My
Yeah.
back's actually tweaked right now. That's why I wasn't here yesterday.
Yeah.
But because dude, I couldn't even turn my neck. Now it still hurts, but
Really?
yeah, I think it was actually a fall that I got here. I was just trying something small over where you were actually dealing with half cab 5.0 to shove out.
Yeah, well, I get some clips here.
Yeah. I want to drop in the middle of the X, but dude, it's so scary. The board keeps on going to the side.
Of the X?
I did it on the small one over there.
Really?
I want to do the J, but that
Can I do the small one?
Yeah, I'll
let's
do
do
it
it.
again. I'll do the small J too. Here we go. Yeah, it's narrow too. Yeah, you got it. I don't know if I can get up there. It's bigger than it looks. What? Yeah, yeah.
Regular or goofy?
Regular. I'm trying to go out like out that way. Yeah, yeah. Dude, it's so sketchy.
You got it. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Oh man. Woo. And I might also have like a river dance on something. I don't like if you know that trick.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
See it. Yeah. Nice.
Just say, dude, that's all I got really.
What's your name?
Tony.
Chad.
That's me, boss.
Can I film that front side flip tail?
Huh?
Yeah. that
What
looks
do you
sick.
want it on?
Whatever, that's cool, or whatever you want. I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
All right. Such a sick park right there. If you guys are passing by at all, anywhere close, definitely check it out. A lot of fun. And yeah, that was awesome. I feel like I got to actually skate it a little bit more and see other people skate it more. And yeah, they were all ripping. Okay guys, that's it for today. Next stop, Daytona Beach. See you tomorrow.